We are live. Thank you, everyone, for watching Dan-A-Plooza. My guest at this time is a cosplayer, a comic book writer, and a model with Twisted Angels. A virtual round of applause for Dayners666.
What up?
Thank you for being on the show. Those watching and future watching, you can meet Dayners666 tomorrow at Main Street Comic Con, June 25th, Saturday at Waynesboro, PA. So make sure to go out and say hello. Also follow her on her social media accounts, which is Facebook and Instagram. So that is the plug segment. But everyone to make sure to follow that and Vogue while you do it. So tell me, because I have seen your post and I know that you will be going cosplaying tomorrow as Zool. So tell me what you like most about that character from the Ghostbuster franchise.
Well, for one, we share the same name, so
yeah,
there is that. What I like most about Dana Barrett or Zool?
Zool.
I like that she's sexy and empowering.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then she becomes a dog. So I mean, dogs are always cool, especially devil dogs.
Exactly. I feel like all you need now is the Keymaster.
Yes. Short little nerdy guy.
Yeah, Tully. So we'll see. Maybe that could be a future Dan-A-Plooza, Zool, and I can be the Keymaster, Tully.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, indeed. Could come all shoveled with some microwave thing on my head.
Yes, have some.
Exactly. So what can people expect to see at your table tomorrow?
So, well, there will be myself dressed as Zool. Well, Dana Barrett as Zool. And then also my partner in crime will also be at the booth with me doing artwork. In fact, he's doing exclusive art for the show, which we're still struggling to finish up. And yeah, I'm gonna try to have Prince there, but I don't know. I don't foresee that happening because we're so unprepared for this show, even though we've known about the show for a while. But we'll figure it out. We'll wing it.
Yeah. Can always can go old school and get one of the old Polaroids and just selfie and then sign it. $10.
Yeah, right.
I've seen some people do the Polaroid. I think what it does is it sends out like a mini print.
Oh, are you talking about like the Instapics cameras?
Yeah.
They're really cool. So I remember Polaroids, right? And they were always like these big bulky cameras.
Yeah.
Now they're like pastel colors and like they're super cute. And I'm just like, wow, that sucks that we didn't have that back then.
I know.
Now these kids have all these cool things that we didn't have. Like, what the heck?
Especially when you look at the Polaroid and you're like, oh no, I made that face. Hold on.
Oh my God. So do you remember those cameras, right? That would print out. It was like a Polaroid camera, but it was like long and thin.
Oh yeah.
And it printed out like the sticker pictures that you could just like stick all over your walls.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sticker pics. That's what I need. I'll put more stuff in my beach backdrop with sticker pics.
There you go.
But what do you like most about the cosplay world?
The kids. The kids get a kick out of it, man. Oh my God, it's fantastic. Especially when you have young kids that are being raised so right because
Right.
they'll recognize a character that you're cosplaying as from like the 80s or 90s, and the kids go bonkers, and it's like, wow, that's awesome.
It really is. Is there a certain costume that they have kind of gravitated towards?
Definitely Harley. So, I mean, that's what I'm mostly known for anyway, and that's what I do the most is Harley Quinn. And I've done like 4 or 5 different versions of her. I think 4. Yeah, because I have Infinite Crisis, Suicide Squad 2, Arkham City, and then Classic. Sorry, Batman the Animated Series.
It's now do you get to like full into character? Do you do like the voice, or are you just
I do a voice. What do you think?
You gotta do the voice for Mr. J.
What you think? I just laugh over
here? I know. But I was talking earlier with another cosplayer, and I told her if I was going to do a cosplay, I was going to do Mr. Freeze, like from the Batman movie, like Arnold, And
oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I could just be like, chill out, everyone, and just, walk up and down the aisle.
Come with me if you want to live.
Come with me if you want to live. Chill out.
Go to the chopper.
Like, I just want to say cheesy one-liners up and down the convention hall.
Nothing to do with Mr. Freeze, but everything to do with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Pretty much. If my dad wasn't in Batman, don't care. But I always did like that character, even in Batman in the Animated Series. So I feel like he's a good challenge, but I do feel like it is a little bit complicated to get all the pieces for.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot, especially if you want to make it, like actually make the costume.
Oh, I know. I'm probably gonna buy stuff and be lazy.
That's what I do, man. Hey, look, buying your costume or buying pieces and piecing it together doesn't make you any less of a cosplayer.
Oh, I know. I think the first time I cosplayed, I was Negan from The Walking Dead, and I made nothing. I bought everything, and everybody liked that. I dig. I know, like, sometimes people want to stop and take pictures and everything like that. And then sometimes, like, if you're on the run, or you got to go and everything, and you want to do like the quick pose, so you can get, especially if you're leaving. Like, I know, like, sometimes for Negan, like, people want to hit on the head. I'm like, all right, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I got to get ready to.
Or when you're sitting down and eating and you're not even in full wardrobe, and they're like, hey, can I get your picture? And it's like, and you're trying to swallow your food, and you're trying to put your clothes back on real quick.
You feel like it's a rush, like a very rushed, like almost anime or film. You gotta, like, I didn't want to say like Benny Hill, like da 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 da, just trying to put everything on. But did you always want to be a cosplayer when you were like little?
So when I was little, I loved dressing up.
Oh yeah.
I just loved dressing up. It didn't matter what it, like, my parents used to buy me these crazy I guess, dress up things that you can buy in the store back then. Like it wasn't just like they actually had stores where you can buy dress up clothes.
Right.
And I would just randomly go to a friend's house wearing like these crazy things. And my parents would be like, why are you walking out the house like that? Like, because I'm expressing myself.
Exactly.
But I just always loved dressing up, and I've always loved Halloween. Halloween has always been my favorite holiday from when I was a kid. And cosplay has never, like, I've never even known of cosplay until I went to my first convention in 2012. And I was in awe. I was just like, oh my God, like, this is acceptable.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. There's a whole community?
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
No way.
So, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely been since I was a little kid. And I've always been weird. So, and I feel like when you're a cosplayer, you have that stigma of being different.
Yeah.
Different.
Eccentric.
So, yeah, I'm like, yeah, these are my people. I can do this. I can be a part of this. It's great.
Yeah. The first time I noticed that I was kind of into the cosplay world was my mom would always help me with my costumes for Halloween. And when Jurassic Park came out, I was Alan Grant from Jurassic Park in fourth grade. And my mom used to take her pantyhose egg, because it came in an egg shape.
Oh my God, I remember eggs.
You would spray the egg, to make it like a dinosaur egg.
Glad to see she didn't spare any expense.
Exactly. And
spared no expense.
People would be like, "Can I touch your egg?" I go, "No, it's my mom's." Those are expensive,
Oh my God, that's so funny.
It was. I had khakis, blue shirt, red bandana, safari hat. She helped design these eggs, and then she had like these stuffed animal dinosaurs, and then we had a cargo net, and I would carry it on my back.
That's great.
And that was like the first thing, and I just remember that was the first time, because my mom was always involved in that. She did that one, and then I was Garfield when I was like 6. And I don't know if you remember the costumes where you could buy at Halloween, where it would have like a pantsuit or a costume, and then it would have like a little plastic face mask that you could.
Yes. They were terrible.
Yeah. so
and terrifying.
I was Garfield, and like I had like this little thing, and like I carried like a little chip bag around or something like that, or something to eat, and then I would like trick or treat, and I'd be like trick or treat, and I'd be like, I hate Mondays, or something like that, or I would say,
you should have carried around lasagna.
Exactly. Like put it in my little jack-o'-lantern, So I was always big into the cosplay and Halloween. I think the one time I knew that it was getting kind of popular and everything, especially when I was Ghostface, when I was Scream, when that came out. I dressed as Ghostface, and then like 10 other people are Ghostface in the neighborhood. Yeah. Oh, you're dressed as me, I'm dressed as you. Twinning. All right, let's have a Ghostface meeting over here. We'll trade things. But is there a cosplay that's kind of a challenge for you to put all the pieces together? Have you had like a really challenging?
No.
Easy peasy.
So what I do really, because I can't sew, and I don't have time to sew, even if I could. I will find somebody that makes costumes and I will commission them. Because
Okay.
the way I look at it is, yeah, okay, I'm not making my own costume, but I'm giving somebody else, like I'm supporting small business. So, I mean, there is that. But
Exactly.
I did make my hammer for
Oh,
Harley Quinn.
there you go.
So there is that. Like
Yeah.
I could, so props I would say are a lot easier to make,
Oh yeah.
but they are challenging because and that they're so tedious. Yeah, I would say the props are probably the most tedious because the costumes themselves, I just have somebody else do it.
My one of my favorite props is because I have a Baywatch zombie lifeguard cosplay, and he has like the Baywatch attire, and he has like suntan lotion and everything like that. And then there's like blood like here and everything like that. And he's got the little buoy thing, you know. And so I made the strap so I could, you know, like zombie walk with it. But I also like have a hand like a rope on that, and I'll throw it like I'm going to save, and it just like lays there, and I'll just be like, just like it's like the worst zombie Baywatch lifeguard ever, and it's hilarious because he's like he can't save anybody, but it's still tries.
A for effort.
Exactly, but I know that people like that because it's different. Do you find that sometimes that if there is a popular character that you want to do your own twist or spin on it?
Yeah, actually, when I did Arkham City
Mm-hmm.
Harley Quinn, um, obviously she has the blonde hair with the red and black tips.
Oh yeah.
I decided I didn't want to do the blonde hair. I wanted to do a black wig
Oh, there you go.
with red highlights throughout and with these little with the messy bun pigtails
Oh,
instead of just the pigtails that hang down.
yeah, they just hang by the side.
So to kind of make it my own and to also still keep to the red and black.
Mm-hmm.
And then also my bat that I used, I didn't do the typical wooden look, the wooden bat with the red stripes, or the
Mm-hmm.
silver bat with, or the titanium bat with the red stripes.
Great.
I did all black, but then like I spray painted a plastic wiffle bat black, and then I took I found Batman duct tape and I put it around the top of the bat.
Oh yeah.
And I took red Sharpie and X'd out some of the symbols.
No Batman allowed here.
Well, no, so what I did was to almost tick off how many times I got Batman.
Yeah.
And then, I also got red and bright neon green duct tape.
Yeah.
And in neon green, I put ha 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 on in duct tape.
You got the last word.
Yeah, so I kind of did those things to kind of make it my own version, but like people still knew who I was and everything like that. Although there were conventions that I went to as Arkham City Harley Quinn, and people did not know who I was. And they're like, "You're that zombie chick, right?" I'm like, "No, not even close." I remember I went to New York, and it was me and two of my friends at the time, and we went to New York to do a charity event for the 4th of July. And I was dressed as Arkham City Harley Quinn. My one friend was dressed as one of the characters from Wreck-It Ralph. I forget her name. Not Von Sweets. It was another character, I forget. And then my other friend was dressed as Waldo.
There you go.
So I'm in New York, and not one single person knew who I was and thought I was some devil worshipping goth chick walking around New York. I had these kids like running from me and like hissing at me and shit, and it's just like, it's just like, wow. This is New York, man. Like, if anybody should know who I am, it's like New York. Even so, you know how they have the characters at in New York, right?
Right.
That the characters, right? Mm-hmm. So there was someone dressed as Batman. So I went up to Batman, and I was like, you know, I was doing my Harley Quinn thing. He had no idea. I'm like, you suck. You are not Batman.
Wow, that's terrible. Like, you know, like,
yeah,
especially like if like you have to explain or pull out your phone or a poster, like, I'm this person, you know, like recognize, you know, what character I am. But it's just one of those things. Not everyone is just in tuned.
No.
I don't think I've that's happened to me. No, I don't think so. I was trying to remember if it had happened or something like that. But usually, I think the ones that I've done, I think people know or they're very over. But,
yeah.
Is there a cosplay, or is there a cosplay you want to do for like the future? Like, do you?
Yes, actually. I actually have one that I want to do next. It is American McGee's Alice.
Oh, okay.
I loved that game. I loved everything about that game. But I want to do the version. I think it's considered the chessboard version, where she has this. It's this crazy looking dress, but her prop is a giant hobby horse. But but the horse itself is basically like the knight in chess.
Mm-hmm.
But it has glowing red eyes, and smoke comes out of its snout. So that'll be tricky. I'll figure it out, I'm sure. But yeah, that's the next one I wanna do. But this hobby horse is going to be huge. It has
exactly. It's not going to be big as the Trojan horse, you know. Like,
no, but it's going to be. It's probably going to be bigger than my hammer.
Oh, there you go.
So
you need a support team to pull you. Probably. Let's take a look at the comments, because there's been some comments. Matt, thank you. Harley is awesome. Glad you like the cosplay, Matt. It's like acting. And that Matt cosplays as Michael Keaton Batman. So
nice.
There you go.
The only Batman there is.
Exactly. What else, Matt? The 80s costume was something else. I made a Megatron as a kid, complete with cannon arm.
Nice.
So there you go. Yeah, I think always back to like the 80s, and I feel like there's still some characters that I would like to do, even the 80s, 90s kind of genre. I think of Beetlejuice always too. Is a fun one.
It's so funny you say that, because that's another cosplay I want to do. I want to do Lydia Deetz, but from the cartoon.
Yes, the cartoon. I used to watch that after school and everything.
I have the cartoon on DVD. I have that and Real Monsters on DVD.
Real Monsters. Yes.
Oh my God. So I saw a picture of somebody pulling off Crumb.
Oh wow.
I was so excited when I saw it. I was like, oh my God, it's Crumb. He's holding the eyeballs. I'm like, that's fantastic.
Do you, would you want to do cosplay from Real Monsters?
I would definitely do the character, I forget her name.
Is it Oblina? With the
Yes,
big
with the
lips?
with the huge lips.
Yes.
Lip fillers.
Exactly. Yes, she'd be like, "Go
Just
crumb."
Botox it up.
Yes. I don't know. I feel like if I was to do anybody, it would be Itkiss because he has like that little sweet voice, and then he talks kind of.
I love it. Yes.
Yes. It's such a great show.
Yeah, it's such a great show.
Uh,
I miss all the good 90s cartoons.
exactly. Were you a fan of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
That was my favorite. That and Clarissa Explains It All were my two favorite shows.
Mm-hmm.
Loved Are You Afraid of the Dark? Because I've always loved horror.
Oh yeah.
So Are You Afraid of the Dark was like my horror growing up.
Do you remember the clown episode? There was a clown episode, and he liked cigars, and it was Zebo, and he stole the clown nose and everything. And there's no much fun as there is laughing in the dark. And
yeah.
That and when Calissa explains it all, I always like Sam too. He just comes through the window very casually on the ladder.
Yeah, it's like, bro, knock on the door.
Like some of us are so lazy now. They'd be like, "Get the ladder." We're like, "No."
Yeah, it's too heavy.
It's too heavy. I'll do it later. I'll just FaceTime you. Matt. Oh, Goosebumps was great. Yeah.
Goosebumps was great. The Haunted Mask.
Oh yes, that's one of my favorites.
Yes, I remember when they came out with that movie, and it was like.
I actually have the Haunted Mask signed by R.L. Stine. I actually have a copy of that.
That's amazing.
I know. He's I didn't get a chance to meet him, but I heard he's just a genuine nice guy.
That's awesome. I liked his cameo in the movie with Jack Black. That was pretty witty.
He had that in Fear Street. My sister used to read Fear Street all the time too. That was also by him. It was another book series.
Yeah, they actually have the series on Netflix.
Oh yeah. So very, very popular stuff. And we're going back. I feel like we're time warping. We're going back in time.
Man, I wish. Because that era was just so great. You don't have to worry about anything, man. No bills.
Exactly.
Had great TV, great cartoons. Life was fantastic.
I had Atari.
Yeah. Right? Oh my God.
Biggest goal was to not get attacked by the ghost on Pac-Man.
I had Sega Genesis, man, and trying to beat the Disney games.
Oh yes. Do you remember the Disney Nintendo game? There was one for Nintendo. And,
which one?
I want to say it was like Magic Kingdom or something like that. Like you had to go to all the parks and find all the keys. And
so I never had Nintendo, but my neighbors did. So I would go to my neighbor's house to play Nintendo. Yeah. And what I would mostly play would be Duck Hunt.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Or Super Mario Brothers.
Oh yeah. That was such a great game. Even
kids today don't know the struggle of a side scroller, man. Especially side scrollers that the level just went whether you did or not.
Yeah.
And you would just die. Like it would just scroll. And if you stood still, you would die.
The music would be like do 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 do, and it's going faster. You're like, come on, hurry! I can't make it up the flag. I'll just take 200 points and call it a day. Yeah. Oh, so is there anything else you'd like to say or promote as we wrap it up here on Dan-A-Plooza?
look out for the comic book that I wrote, called Little Zombie Squad, I guess.
Mhm.
Eventually I'll release it. I don't know. Maybe.
To be released at a future date and time.
Dot dot dot.
Ellipses.
TBD.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. So we'll promote that in the Dan-A-Plooza Facebook page. Also, make sure to see her tomorrow at Main Street Comic Con in Waynesboro, PA. So make sure to check out that event. I want to thank my
Come say hi. I don't bite hard.
come say hi. Say hi to only Zool.
There is no Dana.
Oh, dude, there is no Dana. So make sure to yeah. Make sure to see her tomorrow and keep watching Dan-A-Plooza. Next guest will be up at 9. So everyone take care and have a good evening.